has abandoned the safety of the American people to serve the 0.1% who are joyriding tyrants, tormenting the residents below.
Every 1 to 3 minutes, 17 hours a day, 300 flights over our residential neighborhood.
Many other people in this room loved their homes. Now it is my personal hell. I cannot sleep, I cannot work.
There's a constant onslaught. 11:09 p.m., 11:10, 12:23, 12:58, 1:18, 1:34, 85 decibels.
You can't sleep. I'm nervous. I'm angry. I wake up every morning angry. I wake up thinking, why am I living here?
My poor wife, who stays at home all day, I have seen a decline in her health. She's constantly exhausted. It's disruptive for our relationship, for our kids.
My 16-month-old granddaughter's first 2-word sentence was airplane loud.
Playing outside with my daughter now is, hang on, I can't hear you, hold on, pause the conversation over and over and over. It's that close. 218 jets a day. My husband is suffering from depression from it.
You're pummeling us with layers and layers. We have jets from Van Nuys, Burbank, we're right in the crux of it. And now we have helicopters on top of it.
They have chosen airlines over people.
Welcome to hell. The FAA will run you in circles for years. These arrogant elitists don't care about destroying the lives of the American people underneath low-flying planes. We have been living through hell for years. The utter callous indifference they display while furthering their agenda and their personal careers as they destroy the lives of people and their families makes me absolutely sick.
I've been under constant assault by commercial airlines flying low and loud over my home for years. I have counted 3 per minute nearly every day, 6 a.m. till past midnight. My health is deteriorating with PTSD symptoms and my thoughts interrupted every 20 seconds. If I'm on the phone, I must stop talking until the plane passes and tell the person on the other end of the phone, I can't hear you. You're going to have to repeat what you just said. Try that 3 times a minute. I can't sleep, can't think, can't have friends come over, isolation, trauma, torture, racing heart. This is no quality of life. Others are getting rich while homeowners are suffering.
Summerlin, Las Vegas, massively polluted by stream of low-flying planes. North Las Vegas Airport is ignoring calls to stop the complaints at the same rate they mass bombard homes twice a minute all day. How many citizens living under these flight paths can expect to start seeing elevated cancer clusters? 5 years? 10 years? To spring pollution and terrible repetitive noise on communities as quickly as possible, FAA and U.S. Congress removed environmental review oversight.
These increased harassment fly over our homes is nothing less than abuse of the powerless, while big investors feast on this toxic aviation flight racket. A privileged minority of highly paid business elites, flyboy wannabes, and government bootlickers making misery to residents who don't get a break. Affects a massive land area dismantled for good, along with the rest of the greed racket.
The U.S. Congress via the FAA has essentially declared war on communities across this land. GA airports have become launching pads for antisocial bullies intent on poisoning residents with noise and lead as well as other criteria pollutants and air toxins. State legislators are also complicit in promoting these inhumane aerial assaults by providing matching grants when the FAA dangles money before them. Since 2005, Oregon's Connect program has awarded $114 million to some of state's most toxic lead-polluting airports and facilities that for the most part serve the less than 1/4% of the population that can afford to own, lease or charter private jets, fixed-wing aircraft, and helicopters. Flight schools and other for-profit aviation businesses are also major beneficiaries of this oppressive, destructive authoritarian approach to governance. This minuscule sliver of the population also receives additional funding from the Oregon Department of Aviation, a state department established to pander to a privileged few at the expense of the greater good. Oregon's elected officials at all levels of government have failed the people of Oregon by refusing to take immediate and definitive steps to put a stop to these hateful and abusive attacks.
These are just a handful of residents' testimonials on how FAA's NextGen has become a public safety, health, and quality of life crisis, not just a nuisance. This highlights documented health effects of noise, environmental and toxic air pollution, including cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's, cognitive decline, type 2 diabetes, stress, depression, anxiety, and chronic sleep deprivation. If FAA and U.S. Congress wanted to serve all of us, not just aviation, airlines, and their bottom line, they would make sure that all citizens have full access to the resources needed for effective engagement. FAA and U.S. Congress need to restore meaningful local controls and change Airport Noise and Capacity Act of 1990 and the 2012 FAA Modernization Act. These airports belong first to our local communities, and we should have the right to impose fees, reject impactful aviation activities, limit operational intensities, and apply curfew hours, and other management and mitigation actions, all to preserve the quality of our communities. Protect your environment, protect your children, protect your home, protect your community. Be the activist who pushes back when FAA and aviation industry cross the line. Thank you for your support.